Last time we got the platinum for Uncharted 4, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll link in the description. So today we're continuing on with Uncharted Lost Legacy's platinum. This is my first time playing this game, and of course we're starting it on Crushing. I actually thought this game was pretty underrated because I don't really hear much about it before I really played it. But the game is considerably shorter than the other entries in the series. So in this game we play as Chloe from Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, I believe. And we start off the game just following this girl around this marketplace area, and we come across our first couple of collectibles of the game. One being the photo opportunities, like this one here, and the other being a treasure, like this one here.
A for effort, kid.
We then jump into the back of this truck, and the game really begins. So we're walking around an active war zone, and we get introduced to some of the first mechanics in the game, such as the stealth and lockpicking, which also led to my first trophy of the game. As we make our way through the area, we are attacked by these soldiers, or maybe they're the rebels. I think they're rebels on this rooftop. And Nadine from Uncharted 4 turns up and helps us. Shortly after this, I got the trophy for getting 5 treasures. And then we make our way to the antagonist sort of base, I guess, or lair, or whatever. And we're obviously confronted. And for the first of many, many times in this game, we have to escape.
No need. We'll throw ourselves out.
So we run through the city in this cool set piece moment where we use a lot of like makeshift zip lines, and we also get another trophy. And from there we're already on to chapter 3.
Oh, don't mind.
And this chapter had the return of the car. I actually don't mind the cars in these games, it's quite fun to drive. And we were thrown into one of the first sort of tough combat sections, probably because I was trying to do it loud all the time and I really don't know why. But I did get a trophy for breaking stealth and re-entering stealth. And after the battle I got a trophy for taking 5 photos. And then we were already in chapter 4, so almost halfway through the game. Except not really, this is by far the longest chapter and took me a few days to get through everything I needed to do, including collecting all the Hoysala tokens like this one here.
Interesting. Some kind of Hoysala token.
The main objective of this chapter was to clear out these 4 forts that would kind of activate, I think it was a reservoir, which would allow us to get into the next area of the game. But anyway, as I was making my way through the chapter, I got a few more trophies. I then got a trophy for unlocking a lockbox without the enemies knowing I was there. And I finally found the last Hoysala token and took it back to this room where you put all of them in and you get a treasure, a special treasure that I forgot the name of. But basically the treasure was a bracelet that kind of makes a noise when you're near other treasures. Considering I was using a collectible guide, it wasn't very useful, but we got a trophy, so we can't complain.
Let's go see.
And eventually we arrived at the Axe Fort where we had to complete all the trials without getting hit for a trophy. You could restart checkpoint and it would still say you didn't get hit, so it wasn't too hard, and I'm smart and definitely didn't use a video guide. And then I got to the Bow Fort, which had another really tough combat section, but we got a couple of trophies. Anyways, we complete that encounter and then I went for a trophy where you just have to climb a tower at the centre of the map.
Magnificent. It's like I'm expecting to win a prize or something.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I just thought I was going to get the trophy and get down, but she decided to do some yoga at the top of this very, very small peak. And from there we were on to chapter 5, except I had to go back to chapter 4 to get a missing dialogue option, and then I also got this trophy whilst I was doing it. In chapter 5 I got the trophy for collecting 35 treasures, and I got the trophy for completing the shadow puzzle in under 10 moves.
Okay, what next? I think that's it. We did it. Doors open.
But before long the whole place started to collapse and we had to escape once again, which led us into our next trophy.
Nothing.
I actually did that completely accidentally. I didn't even know that was going to happen here. And within minutes we were put straight into another frustrating segment. Come on, climb! Why? What is he doing? Oh my god! I can't do anything! I have about 3 seconds of running time before I get killed! Eventually we make it through, but not even 2 minutes later we're ambushed again, but this time it isn't tough, luckily. So we have to fight Asav, but he absolutely kicks our asses. And then Nadine finds out that Sam Drake is here, and not only that, Chloe hired him as part of her team. And of course, Nadine reacts completely reasonably. So then we made it onto the APC segment, and this is probably the hardest encounter in the game. I think it's impossible without stealth. And it doesn't help that every single time I failed, I had to go through this shitty part again. Great. You pop up for a second and they instantly detect you because it's fair like that. And just watch this absolute bullshit. What? After around probably 2 hours of attempts, I finally managed to do it though. Charges. There we go. Finally done, I think. And we finally came face to face with the Lost City. And we come across this statue of 2 big personalities. This could be a bloke, I'm not sure. And after some puzzling, we are ambushed once again. And I get a trophy during the escape. We're captured by Asav and we meet up with Sam Drake. Asav then takes us to the room where the tusk is held, and he makes us do the puzzle, which I think he expected to kill us, but that obviously doesn't happen. Asav takes the tusk and then he floods the place, hoping to kill us all, which he doesn't. We escape for like the 8th time in this game now. So of course the whole gang bands together and we trail Asav. And we're brought to yet another fairly tough segment, and the bloody gas mask guys from Uncharted 4 return, who were so annoying, but we did get a few trophies. We also got the last optional conversation of the game in this location. That was the last optional conversation of the game. We're almost done with collectibles now. So yeah, as I was saying, we're almost done with the collectibles now. Most of them finish up around about here anyway, such as the photo ops. There we go. Cool. Okay, so this collectible has a trophy tied to it. So we've got to interact with it. There you go, you rotate it and there you go, shake for your fortune. And then we're put onto the actual hardest section of the game because it's pretty much impossible to stealth. The enemies only have the helicopter left. And this is the last lockbox of the game. There are quite a few here. I think there's about 5. Hopefully the helicopter doesn't spot me and kill me and then I'll have to reset. There we go, picks where it didn't happen. Now, I have to take up the helicopter. Alright, is it one rocket? Oh no, it might take more than one. Oh, there's more people. I'm gonna die here now, definitely, for sure. G is. It's somewhere up here, I'm sure. Pick it up! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. No, I'm dead, I'm done. I thought they said one more, what the hell? I'm gonna die going up here. What? Lucky there's a checkpoint on the right. Apparently Orca was this guy in Uncharted 4 who betrays Nadine right at the very end. I didn't know that because he was never really talked about in Uncharted 4. Anyway, we find out that Asav has a big bomb on the train that could kill thousands of people, so obviously we have to go and stop that from happening. And we get a trophy on the way. So you know how I just said the helicopter segment was the hardest part? That's a lie. It was the train, by far. Press R2, nothing happens. Press R2, nothing happens. Press R2, nothing happens. What is the point?
So if she could go where I want her to go! How? How is he missing? What is she doing? She has a mind of her own.
But in the midst of the chaos, I got another trophy.
Out you go.
Another trophy though. I can't do anything because the fucking game is shit. Be the last treasure and therefore collectible of the game. There we go, collector of antiquities.
So then we were up against the Tsar for the final boss. It was just another fist fight like we've had several times in the game. It wasn't better than the Wraith boss fight, put it like that. Not too interesting, not too hard. And there was no trophy for beating it without getting hit.
We're done here.
You think you've won? War will rise up. Like the young king, you have achieved nothing.
It's like you said. Progress demands sacrifice. Fraser, we need to go.
Smug little shit.
So we had to escape from the train as it was about to fall off a bridge. And Assav and his bomb went down with it. Now, I don't know if I'm being stupid here, but for a bomb that was meant to kill thousands, that doesn't look all that big to me. It looks like it'd kill maybe 20.
There we go, progress demands sacrifice. And I believe that's for beating the game on crushing. And legacy found, which for beating the game. And that's miscellaneous trophies.
So there's nothing too special about the miscellaneous trophies in this game, so we'll just blast through them. This was one of them, and this was just for taking out the helicopter without alerting anyone.
I didn't see this gun once in the whole game, so I know it has to be this one. Yeah, I was right.
You alright?
I've got you. Shoot them.
I like your thinking. Over we go.
This trophy could be a little bit frustrating at times. I basically had to make it through this entire encounter without being seen, but it only took a couple of attempts.
Promising.
This is probably the hardest of the miscellaneous trophies because you have to defeat enemies with a vehicle, long gun, melee and grenade in that order in 20 seconds. For this one I had to run over 4 enemies in a row. This one was really boring. I had to keep doing this like 1 second gap to get 30 seconds airtime. And I had to drive from one end of the map to the other and back to the beginning again in about 3 minutes, which wasn't too hard. And then for the Wingwoman trophy, I had to do 10 partner takedowns. And for the penultimate trophy, we did a cannonball.
Cannonball.
The final trophy I needed was the Way of the Warrior, where basically I had to make it to chapter 5 without using any weapons except for my fists. I forgot to record everything, but all you need to know is me going around punching people in easy mode.
Warrior. And don't ruin the moment. Let's go. Platinum trophy.
So that was Uncharted Lost Legacy's Platinum. I actually really enjoyed this game. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. Sorry for the delay. It's been like 2 weeks since the last video. I just didn't find the time to get the voiceovers done. But it's done now. Next Platinum is going to be a Fallout 4. And then we've got something very special planned. So if you did enjoy it and you haven't already, do consider subscribing, because then you'll be able to see all my latest videos. Here's a playlist of all my other Platinum videos if you want to check those out.